Hey guys, it's Ray here from RWilco12 and EpicDroid.com, and I'm here today to tell you guys about the Urban Armor Gear plasma case for the Google Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL. Now, if you guys are looking for a case that's going to offer you the ultimate protection for your Pixel 2 or Pixel 2 XL, this is the case to go with. The plasma case has 3 different layers of protection, and it has been drop test approved for some military standard that basically means it can survive just about anything. The case is awesome, and it's a beefy case that will protect your device in just about any circumstance. I highly recommend the Urban Armor Gear plasma case for either the Pixel 2 or the Pixel 2 XL. So these are just 2 of the options they have. I'm going to show you guys the Pixel 2 XL version here today. So let's go ahead and we'll put this Pixel 2 one off to the side, and let's put this one on the Pixel 2 XL. So as you can see, this case is a very beefy case. It's got a couple of different features on here I want to point out right away. The first thing is that it's a rather stiff plastic case. Here on the corners we have a softer TPU, however it is still a very stiff TPU. You have these very thick bumpers on the corner so that if you were to drop this, if you drop it on those corners, it's going to offer some pretty intense impact resistance there. And it's also got a slight pocket here in those corners, so there's a little bit of an air pocket as well, so that if it hits, it's going to be hitting the air first and then it will be hitting the device. So it offers you some additional protection there. So here on the inside of the case we have these rubber feet. These rubber feet allow your phone to go into the case without sitting directly on this hard plastic, so it will provide a slight pocket of air in there as well across the back, so that if your phone hits on the back, it's got the same thing as the corners. It's going to provide it just that extra protection that you need. So we're going to put this on the phone, and to put it on, you want to make sure that you have your volume and your power button. You want to put those, and you're going to slide those into the case first. Now this is a tight case, so go in gently, don't push too hard, and make sure that you're careful with it so that you're not going to be damaging the device or the case. So as you guys heard there, it was a very satisfying pop or click as the phone went into the case. It was such a snug fit, it took a little bit of extra work, and that pop was a little bit louder than you would normally expect. That's an awesome sign because it means that this case is not going to be going anywhere. Once it is on your device, it is on, and it is on for good, unless you really intend for it to come off. It's not going to be just coming off when you give it to your kids or accidentally in your hand or in the car or anything else. So here on the back we do have a couple of things I want to point out. We already pointed out these extra thick feet that they have here in the corners, as well as the rubber feet that go all the way through onto the inside of the case. Here you have a raised piece of plastic that goes across this here, just gives it some additional texture and gripping space, as well as just makes it look a little bit fancier. Here you have a smooth piece. It looks like it's textured with that hexagon pattern that you can see in there, but it is actually smooth. So these clear plastic areas are a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but that's not a big deal because as you're holding the case, you'll find that you're gripping it more along the sides, and that this extra raised layer here is going to provide some additional protection, so you're not going to be getting your fingerprints all over everything. So speaking of fingerprints, we do have the fingerprint scanner hole right here, and it is the perfect size, and it's the perfect depth where there's no issues using that. This area here is slightly recessed, so it does make it even easier to get down in there and to use that fingerprint scanner. We also have the cutout here for the camera, the flash, and the additional sensors that are in there. And then here on the front of the case, we have a extra thick raised lip that goes around the whole front of the phone, so that when you're putting that face down, you're going to be able to put that face down without having to worry about scratching the surface of the device. So here up top, we have the cutout for the noise canceling mic. Here on the bottom, we have an extra large cutout for your USB-C charging port. And then here on the sides, we have the power and the volume buttons. Now, I did have one complaint about this case, and it is a very minor complaint. Just because of the way that these buttons are, they are completely recessed so that they don't add any extra thickness in addition to the case. So they are flush with the side of the case here. So it did make them a little bit hard to find at first. And then here on the side, we have some additional raised bumps here, and you have those on both sides to give you some additional grip when you're holding the phone. So not only is this going to protect your phone if it does drop, it's going to be extremely difficult to drop it just because there is all that additional grip there. If you guys are looking for an awesome case that's going to provide some great protection for your Pixel 2 or your Pixel 2 XL, you definitely need to check out the Urban Armor Gear plasma case. Like I said earlier, it is the ultimate in protection, and it is an awesome case that I would highly recommend. The case does go for $40 on Amazon. We'll have links to where you can order that in the description down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit us up in the comment section. We'll answer those as we are available. If this video has been helpful to you, please remember to give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And as always, I want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.